I just turned my space heater off because it's like so loud. I feel like if I were to try to record myself with that on, it would just like completely distort the audio, which already happens a lot because I use my like laptop computer that's pretty old for like my lighting because I don't know, it's just a light source, but it's like it growls sometimes. If you've like watched any of these, you've probably heard it growl, but I mean, I just don't need that in the space heater. But I usually upload these like not right after I record them because I don't know, I usually record these at night, which, because I don't know, I have school in the day and stuff. I don't need to justify that, but I just, like, as of when I'm recording this, uploaded like a demo of me singing a song on YouTube. And is it perfect? No, of course not. I literally was like cringing listening to it because I literally mess up on the guitar. And it's like such a simple, I made it myself, you know, it's an easy song guitar. And I recorded multiple takes of it. I have for like the last few weeks. That and like other songs too. I have like 3 main confident songs in rotation. If you ever watch like the YouTube, this sounds like a promo, like I'm not like saying go watch my other videos. I'm just saying if you like watch the other YouTube shorts I've put up, I feel like I rotate between like the same 3 original songs. Could You, Road Trip Destiny, and Cradle in the Night, which is the demo I just put out there. But I record them all the time, like me fully singing them. It's just, I always like, it's just, I'm always, I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, I guess. Obviously, I'm not a complete perfectionist because otherwise I wouldn't have uploaded a demo of me singing the song imperfectly, but that was just the best take I've had so far. And yeah, I messed up the super easy guitar, but it's a demo. I want to put my stuff out there because I hate being a procrastinating person. I don't know. I want to just prove it's not for anyone else. It's just for me to be like, yeah, okay, I finally put a full recording. I'm not just gonna upload myself singing like the same snippet over and over, like these same original songs. I actually wrote, I don't know, I feel like I love making music so much. I'm like notice like every day, not every day, but like every week I'm becoming more and more aware that like I really am passionate about it. And that's good. I was actually like, not to like keep referencing like my other videos as if like I don't know how many people watch all these because I don't, and again I just put these out there, but I was like looking back on one of these older ones and I was really going through it. I was having like a whole rant about I still rant about random things, but I was talking about how I was so scared I didn't have a passion in life. It just like that was like my main theme when I started making these. I don't have a passion. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I still have some of those same fears. You know, I still don't know exactly how my life's gonna turn out. No one does at any point in their lives, but I think I finally like found that passion. At least currently, that's music, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. You know, it's not like a fleeting thing. I don't think. I think music's always been a big part of my life, but it was just weird watching that back because that's only like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, and like you can watch me like slowly become more and more certain that like music is what I want to do. And then at this point, I'm like fully saying like, yeah, this is, I don't know. It's just a realization. I went to my voice lesson today with my music teacher, who's like a, you know, really trained. She also has like her master, you know, a very trained music teacher. I don't know how many years of teaching experience, like over 20, I think. She's awesome. She's awesome. Very inspirational. And she was saying how I like improve because I really put so much work. You know, you see what I upload on like I upload pick like little things of songs on here. But a lot of times when I'm practicing, at least recently, I have been working on my songs that I'm learning for my school songs. They're not like that. They're like all songs like rock ensemble. We're doing like a Cage the Elephant song, Arctic Monkeys, Fleetwood Mac, obviously, because like what's a rock ensemble without, you know, some classic. We're doing, and those are like ones I sing on. I don't sing on Arctic Monkeys, but it's good. It's really, I'm glad I'm taking those. Part of me is like, oh, like I'm working on music that's not my own music, you know, I'm not gonna, but no, I don't even, this is like such a good experience. Like this is my favorite part of college so far. I love honestly the work, study and stuff, like working for the football games. I think that's like the most fun part. And just like my telecom classes, like my video and audio classes are really fun. I think that's like the funnest part. But I feel like the most integral, like I'm getting the most value out of, is my rock ensemble class and my musical theater class, which it's funny because those are like elective classes. I'm pretty sure, unless you're like I think they're typically counted as like elective class, especially if you're not like a music or audio related major. But like those I'm finding the most value in because I just really, that's like the thing, you know, I was talking about, I think before I went to college, I was thinking, you know, I still wanted to go because, you know, I'm getting the ride from financial aid, so I'm not paying anything anyways, which I'm grateful for, you know, one of the benefits of foster care, I guess. But the one thing I can't really teach myself alone in my room through the internet, because yeah, you can learn a lot of shit on the internet. There's tons of misinformation, but you can learn a lot on the internet. You know, YouTube's an awesome resource. There's free courses, you know, from like, even like you go on college websites, like there's like free Harvard classes you can take. Obviously not everything, but like there are so many cool opportunities. You don't really have to pay. You know, there'll be people who will be like, oh, you can pay me $60 a week for my course. Yeah, it might be a good course, but there's so much free resources before you pay all that stuff. Again, you're not going to get a degree from watching YouTube videos, but if you're in it for the knowledge, I think that's a great place to start. But one thing you can't really get through YouTube is experience playing with others, and I think that's why, and like hands-on experience, but especially with music, like I'm just so thankful because like if I didn't if I actually like, you know, go somewhere with my music, which I mean obviously that's my hopes and dreams. I'm not gonna act like that's not, um but if I were to go somewhere with my music but I never had any experience playing with others, yeah, I'd probably be so embarrassed. I'm probably still gonna be so embarrassing because I still, you know, obviously I don't have as much experience playing with others as a lot of people do who are musicians and make music. But I think these classes are really good. And it's not even like these classes, they really aren't like, I mean, I get credit for them. They're in school, but they're very, the professors have very little direction in it. I mean, obviously they give advice and pointers, like good criticism, but it's not, there's no desks in the room, you know, it's like actual rock ensembles. It's just band practice every week. And there's no desks or anything. There's no whiteboard. It's like a room with a drum set and amps and mics and a piano and stuff. It's a really cool room. I have a lot of classes in there just because I take a lot of music stuff. But it's just so, I'm really finding value in that. I'm glad I'm finding value in that. I was having like a little moment in the, I spend so much time in the practice room just because I love being sound insulated. Like the video I posted of me singing the demo Cradled in the Night, it's in one of the music rooms just because, I don't know. Also, I don't have to worry about background noise, which here there is, but I mean, I can't complain. You know, I'm able to live here. I can't be like, how dare you make noise when I'm trying to record myself in my room. But it is nice having that insulating. And there's like good mics in there too. Like there's recording rooms, which I feel like I should utilize more. But it's just, then I have to like send the one. I should be using those more. But yeah, I'm really enjoying college. I had my job orientation. I feel like a lot of these like recent videos, I'm just kind of giving life updates. I feel like I started this like channel out like talking about like topics. I mainly just like me talking about like, you know, just depressing things like, oh, I don't have a purpose in life, you know, all this stuff. I mean, I still kind of do that, but I feel like recently I've just been saying like life updates, but I mean, why not? I can talk about whatever I want. But got my job orientation. It's actually really nice there. It's like a clothing retail store. The break room, there's like two fridges in there. Like it's my last store I worked at, which was a grocery store. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. It was really nice. Like it was a good working, you know, I got paid. My coworkers were nice. But like the break room, it was just like, I thought that was like what a typical break, maybe it is what a typical break room is, but it's just like in the back of the store, you know, where they keep all the, I don't know what the word is, but the stock, they keep the stock, you know, as, you know, gray and dingy. It's not nice. It's right next to the bathrooms, but just like a little wooden old picnic table back there. There's like a vending machine, but like I didn't have any complaints about it, you know, that's just what I expected. But this store is like a retail chain, and it's like decorated. There's 2 fridges. There's a grocery list. If you write what groceries you want, like within reason, I'm sure. The like managers buy groceries. I think they have like a budget for it. There's like a Keurig machine, a snack rack, just full tons of free food, ice cream, like fresh food, like vegetables and fruits. I'm like, what the heck? Like this is not your typical, like what? This is not what I'm used to. And I was either gonna work there or work at McDonald's, so I think McDonald's might pay more though, but I mean, I know I've only heard bad things about the McDonald's near me, which honestly, like, I would do whatever, you know. I just need some money. I don't really care what I'm doing, if I'm flipping burgers or working a drive-through or working at a retail store. Um, but I have heard bad things about that McDonald's. I think I also just live in an area where I won't say it's a super violent area, but I've heard not great things about going down at that McDonald's. So maybe I dodged a bullet. But that's exciting. That is going to eat up some of my time, obviously, which I need that. I mean, job's one of my biggest priorities right now, but it's going to, I guess, make school and other projects a little difficult. I actually finished that like poetry book I was reading, which it's been a while since I've read a full book. It was just like a little self-aware thing that I feel like I'm trying to be more, trying to like uningrain things that you learn in like high school, like socially. I feel like there's like, it's just high school. It's just like, it's so, I mean, you watch like those like teen movies where it's like, you know, high school, it's like stereotypical, like popular girls. It's like, it's not like that. It's not like a Disney movie high school. But there's definitely like so many like social cliques. Like some of it's like made up for like, you know, movies. But honestly, high school is like a whole building just full of like teenagers going through, you know, puberty and growing up and hormones and stuff. So obviously it's going to be not equivalent to, you know, real life with adult. I'm not real. That's still real life, but you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm trying to just, not that I think I'm like a not nice person. I think I'm just trying to become more mature because, I mean, yeah, being in high school, it's just not equivalent to, you know, what people are like as adults, which I think that's a good part about graduating early. Obviously, I still have so much FOMO from graduating early, you know, missing out on high school, but I think it really just not being around a bunch of like angst. I mean, there's a good part too. It's a lot, you know, those people my age. I kind of miss being around people my age, even though college isn't that different because there's a lot of like 18, 19, early 20-year-olds and older, but still like relatively close to my age. But it definitely is nice being around people who are actually, you know, interested in school, like they want. I mean, some people say like they don't like it there, but most people chose to be there. You know, it's not like high school where those people are required. It's just definitely a better and more positive environment, honestly. Which, I mean, I think that might be obvious to some people, but I don't think I regret it. I think I was when I first left high school, I was kind of like not like regretting, but I was considering like, was it the right choice? Am I like moving on too soon? You know, you only live once and you only have typically 4 years of high school. And there's always those people you meet who are like, high school was the peak of my life. And I mean, I don't strive for that obviously, but I'm like, am I missing out on what might have been an important part of my life? It probably would have been an important part of my life. I'm sure I would have made so many more memories if I stayed the 2 extra years. But I'm gonna make so many memories here. If I didn't come here, I wouldn't be in college with the same people I am now. And maybe if I waited, I would have been in college with better people. Better, I don't know. But I think, I mean, I've only been saying really good things about college pretty much, so I think that's a good sign. But I have been working a lot on my music, the songs I've learned for my music classes, and I've improved a lot. I haven't posted myself like singing any of those songs just because I usually post myself singing like just either original songs or songs that I personally listen to that are usually on acoustic guitar. But I learned a song on piano and how to sing it for my voice lessons, and then they're going to do a performance at the end. And then for musical theater, I'm doing some Mamma Mia songs, which is cool. And also, I mean, again, I've never done theater before. I was never a big theater person, but it's actually kind of cool, like figuring out, like, because we kind of have to direct our scenes, so figuring out the choreography and stuff. And I've really improved on those songs because those are higher than my typical range, just like what I've been used to. But it's definitely been a great challenge because I probably wouldn't have like really obviously I want to have the biggest, I want to get as good at singing as I can. That's like my biggest musical insecurity, is just getting better at singing, because, you know, I like playing guitar, I like singing, I like writing, but I want to get better at singing because that's, you know, my way of expression. I can't really play the guitar and have it say words, you know. It's how I mean, I could just like play instrumentals of me playing guitar and just like put the words on the screen, but it's not the same. And I feel like I can like sing, like, you know, just talk, but I want to get good at like, you know, singing. I don't expect to be like Ariana Grande, but just get better with what I have. So I think another good thing about music, taking music classes in school, is it really challenges you. I'm not like sponsored by school. You can definitely learn. I'm definitely like so into people like teaching themselves and saving that money, because you really don't. I mean, I'm an exception because I'm getting financial aid covered for school. So I mean, I'm like, why wouldn't I take this opportunity that's 100% paid for? Um, but it really is awesome having people push you, because, you know, you can be like, oh yeah, I want to learn this song, but if it's just you enforcing it, I mean, some people are very disciplined. I think I'm a pretty disciplined person, but it's definitely, you have so much more stress in a good way to learn something when it's assigned to you, and when you know other people are going to be listening to you. And that's great for me. I'm really enjoying that. I think it's just, I've improved so much because of that, like the specific songs I'm learning. And my vocal teacher notices it, and that makes me so happy. I mean, obviously, she's generally like a nice person. You know, some teachers are just more nice than others. Not that they're better, worse or better. You know, sometimes I really like critical teachers because they're honest. I don't think they're going to sugarcoat it. And this teacher, she's a nicer teacher, but I can really tell she's like, she seems really, you know, she's like saying I'm one of the most improved student she's had in a while. And she said that I like remind her of herself when she was, you know, younger, and really putting her all into music. I'm like, oh, that's really awesome, because I mean, she's really cool. I don't know her that well. I've only started college this semester and stuff, but I think she's a really cool person to learn from. That's just, I'm not regretting going to this college. You know, reading that like poetry book though, but another teachers are like my big. I have good teachers right now, currently. I'm just overall enjoying college, but that book he gave me, that I mean, it's a mixture of short stories from the, I don't even know, I know what it is, but it's like the submitted stories from just writers all over Alaska, because I feel like every state does one. I know there's like a word for it, but I can't think of it. But all the stories were like no skips, pretty much. Like, it makes me want to write more. I do write a lot musically. I actually wrote a lot of I wrote like 2 songs this morning, which, I mean, I'm always writing things, but I don't usually like fully create a song within like a day. I mean, they're probably not like perfect runway ready songs, but I'm like, I'm just feeling, I woke up at like 3 a.m. this morning. I didn't want to go back to sleep, so I was like, I'm just gonna get my computer out and start writing, because I don't usually like playing music this early because people are sleeping and there's children in the home, and a wide variety of ages in the home. But reading that makes me want to write more. I used to journal a lot, and I'm not against journaling. This sounds like so terrible, because, you know, people are like, oh, like, you know, I miss when people would write physical paper stuff. And I do enjoy writing on paper, and I like physical journals, but I don't like how it's like, it can so easily get like lost and like ruined and stuff, which, I mean, I know that's like part of the experience, you know. It's like, I like writing physical things, but I also like knowing my stuff, even if it's just like random ramblings. I like knowing it's like saved on a drive, you know. Like, if something happened to this computer, I know all my songs and just information I have saved on here. I can log into my account on some other computer. So I do like that. And also, like, if I want to edit something, it's just easier. I hate to say it because, like, I don't know, like, stereotypical teenager, you know, types things out instead of writing them out. I do, you know, but if I want to edit something, it's easier to remove, instead of erasing a paper 1,000 times until the paper falls apart, or you can't like see what you're writing because it's so erased. But I don't know. I have like so much going on right now. I mean, not like terrible amount going on, but if I add more interest and hobby into that, it's gonna be like I'm not gonna have time for a lot of things. Also, so like not like random, but a person commented on their like names IDK, like I don't know. That's what they said they go by, but they comment on my videos and they like email me and they want to like help me make. They're like not like a professional. It's like a I think they said they're like 7. I don't know how old they said they were, but they were like sending me some of their tracks and stuff like that stuff. They said they were like mixing up one of my like recordings I had on here. I'm like, that's so cool. Like, I love the internet sometimes. There's plenty of bad stuff on the internet, of course, so many disadvantages to this generation, but like the internet can be fucking awesome. There's just so many like opportunities, like anyone can connect with them. I'm sure there's probably apps out there that are like connect with musicians and stuff. I'm sure I'm missing out on those, but like that just wouldn't happen if I wasn't posting random videos of me talking on here. I wouldn't have that connection. Like maybe there's a chance I'd run across someone, but like it's just so cool. It just opens our world up so much. Like if you're watching this as someone who's like judgmental of technology, like there's plenty of things that social media fucks. There's plenty of things that social media messes with. Mental health. There's been a huge downward thing going on with children and teens and stuff because of social media. I mean, there's so much comparison, just so many bad influences on there. But that doesn't mean there's no good. We're definitely like so connected right now. And I think it's just going more and more in that direction, for better or worse. But I feel like mainly the connection's a good thing for the most part. Like, it just helps people be so much more creative and stuff. Like, I can't think of specific examples, but I know there's probably so many well-known people, whether it's like, in music or not even people, but it's like well-known created things like, movies and songs and shows and books and literally anything, YouTube channels that just wouldn't have existed if there wasn't like internet connection. Like they wouldn't exist if random strangers weren't coming across this stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just so cool to think. But I can't think of a specific example, but I'm sure there are so many people who you wouldn't realize, or maybe they wouldn't even realize that if there wasn't like internet connection. If it was still you only really knew the people that you met in person. Which there's nothing wrong with meeting people in person, of course. That's still probably one of the best ways to get to know someone. But if that didn't exist, the internet didn't exist, like there'd be so much less just successful creative projects and creative people. I mean, not saying they wouldn't be creative, but there would be so much less inspiration out there, Like if I couldn't go on Spotify, I couldn't go on YouTube and find all these music artists. If I only knew the music artist, I mean, I guess that kind of predates the internet. There was still radio and album, CDs and stuff. But just not even just like recent internet, but just media in general. If you only knew the musicians like in your area, it probably wouldn't like there would just be less inspiration. Again, not just like music, but writing, movies, just anything creative. Not even just creative, but like some kid could will go on YouTube and watch this like firefighter saving someone and be like, oh, I want to be a firefighter. And then, I mean, that's not a good example because I feel like firefighters are pretty common in most towns and cities. At least around, I don't know. I don't know how firefighters, how that is in other countries, but at least in America, I think that's pretty much every town has to have a department. I don't know. I don't know nothing about firefighter laws. It was also completely random, but I really want to bake. I want to bake something, which that's so not what I don't know. I'm someone who I do not hate. I just don't. Recently I've been so honed in on working on my personal stuff. It's like I don't want to do something that's like not contributing to that, which I know that's not a good mindset. You only live once. You want to do all the small things, do all the memories and stuff. I don't want to spend my future looking back and be like, oh yeah, I really didn't experience a childhood. I don't want that, even though that's kind of what I'm working at. I'm not really helping with that right now. And I don't think baking is gonna fix that, but I feel like I've seen, just like, I was watching a YouTube interview of, what's her name, Ella, she's a famous actor. She was doing, there's this YouTube channel. Again, I don't watch, I feel like these last couple of videos I've been talking about YouTube channels. I really don't watch YouTube that much, like sitting down, but I do put it on like in the background. Like I think I put it on while I was like eating dinner, which I don't always do that, but, and it's like it's connected to Good Mythical Morning. It's like Mythical Kitchen, and they do interview. They're like kind of blown up. It's kind of like the whole, what's the wing called? That wing show, Hot Ones. It's kind of like that, but it's called Last Meals, and they like bring in celebrities, and they like say, they ask the celebrities what their last meals would be, like if they could, you know, if they were on death row and they could only pick a couple meals for the last food they'll ever eat, which is a very, very dark premise. But to get celebrities, they ask them that. They invite them over to like talk for like a hour interview. I don't usually watch the full hour, and then they just eat the food and, you know, talk about their life. I didn't have to explain all of that, but I was watching one with Ella, what's her name? She's in like Yellow Jackets, the new Fallout show. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really don't know actors that well. I do know her though, just because I've seen a few of those things. I think she voice acts in another popular show. But long explanation short. So she was just talking about how like grounding baking is, because you really just stay in the moment. And I think I just need to do some of that on top of everything else that I want to do. I think it's just good for me to sprinkle in some in the moment things, because everything I'm working on is very, you know, school, I'm not, you know, graduating in a day. You know, school is like a constant long-term goal. I mean, not incredibly long-term, but still chipping away at it. It's not gonna end next week. Music, that's just forever. That's not, again, that's not like there's an end to that. Writing, there's no really end to that either. And, you know, even if it's like working on a song, that's not something I'm gonna like finish it. Sorry, my storage right now, which that happens a lot because, I mean, my storage probably is pretty full. This is like a 2-year-old phone. Probably longer than that because it was a hand-me-down phone. But it's because I record so many videos of me playing music, and I delete them, but then they all like pile up in the recently deleted album. So then if I forget to clear that, then like it makes my storage seem a lot higher than it is. Because I just cleared my recently deleted, which automatically deletes. I think the last time I cleared it was like a week ago. But it already has, it's at 105 recently deleted videos, and that's all like within a week. Just because I record myself playing music so much, and, you know, I'll like record myself for 5 seconds and I like, you know, mess up, and I'm like, oh, let me restart that. So that's why. But I was talking about baking, you know, it's a good in the moment thing. I want to do more of that and just take advantage of school and like the social aspect of it too. Being in, you know, I've said this a million times, but I'm not really able to go to like a lot of parties and stuff just because my foster family isn't gonna let me do that. Which it makes sense, you know. They'd get in a lot of trouble if something happened to me. You know, I understand the stress of being a foster parent. Or, I mean, I haven't been a foster parent, but I can imagine some of the stress of being a foster parent. But I do want to take advantage of the social things I can do, because again, like, I'm only gonna be at this college once. And I mean, I've been talking about all the good things I like about college, academically and like learning from, and musically. But I have made a lot of friends at college, so I definitely just want to make sure I'm, you know, making social memories too, because I like being social, believe it or not. Even though I spend so much time working on independent projects that I don't always share with people around me, which I'm gonna start, you know, doing that more too. I have people who will be like, oh, yeah, I always see you with your guitar, you know, do you have songs you can show me? I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that more. You know, the end of the semester performance with all the music classes is going to be a really cool opportunity to perform that. You know, it's a good place to start as far as like performing live. I don't think I'm going to talk too long because I did say my storage is like dead. Not dead, but I don't want to like make this video too long because the reason I like also like, I think I said this before, but usually one of the main reasons I upload these videos is because I just like, this is like my form of journaling. I was just talking about how I don't journal a lot anymore. But because of my storage, if I like kept these videos on my phone, like my phone would be beyond full right now. So if I upload them on YouTube and I just delete them off my phone, then like free storage, I guess. Okay. Well, goodbye, anonymous viewer. Have a good night, good morning, whatever.